Hello, my name is Sally and I'm a Qigong teacher in Forest in Scotland. I'm presenting today, it's the beginning of September 2020, some Do-in, some self-massage for the lungs, and also a single hold from the Art of Jinshin Jiu-Jitsu, another protocol which is based in Oriental medicine, for the bladder meridian. So to keep the lungs open and active at this time is highly beneficial, and also to be able to quickly calm the nervous system via the bladder meridian might be handy too. And so this form is a mixture of self-massage and Qigong. Some things we need to know. Firstly, there's a gesture involved, and that's simply touching the index finger and the thumb. So the thumb is the end of the lung channel, and the beginning of the lung channel is in the corner of the chest. And I will explore visualizing a line from the corner of the chest to the thumb, so that's why. And the other thing that we need to know is that the kidneys moisten the lungs, so some of this Do-in or self-massage is to do with nurturing also the kidneys. Okay. So find a place to stand, and I think this will probably take about 10 minutes. So we start by centering and finding our ground, rooting down into the earth, and sending the top of the head up to the sky and experiencing for a moment the verticality of that, our vertical axis. Breath, if it can be in the lower belly, that's all good. This is a coaching video, so do feel free once you've learnt the form to turn the video off and spend as long as you would like. But for the moment, I'm going to set up a simple vibration throughout the body, just a little bit of shaking. Shaking gives us the possibility of reorganizing things. Animals do it after sleep or interactions or eating. They often shake to go on to the next activity. So it creates possibilities. Bring that to a close, and now more specifically, because of what we said about the lungs, shake the hands out as if you had drops of water on the hands, and particularly feel the thumbs going towards the earth. And then the elbows, and particularly the inside of the elbows. Put your mind there is enough. Thinking about that area. And then moving on up to that area which is the corner of the chest, and seeing if you can involve that in this movement. Standing for a moment and reflecting on the effect of that. And then, because we've said the kidneys nourish the lungs, they moisten them, rub the hands together, and then take the hands around the kidney area at the back of the waist and give them a rub. And feel that also, that expansion across the front as you do that. Give the kidneys a rub. Constantly stopping and reflecting, allowing the body to take up any information. Now take the palm of one hand out and up, like this, and hold the elbow. Make a loosely clenched fist, very loose, or use the palm of your hand. Cross the body and start to tap at the top of the shoulder and the top of the shoulder blade at the back, and the top of the arm and the corner of the chest. See how much pressure you need and what your optimum speed is. all around the top of the lung there. And then continue the tapping down towards the thumb. Corner of chest to thumb. And then placing the hand on that shoulder and now smoothing down as if polishing or cleaning or dusting. And then that hand that you just dusted becomes the loosely clenched fist, hold the elbow and away you go on the other side. Then tapping all the way down from the corner of the chest to the thumb, perhaps using the flatter hand is better. And then smoothing, cleansing, and then a little bit of shaking of the hands to consolidate that. And then standing for a moment. And then fingertip tapping around the top of the chest. And now we'll just do a little bit of a warm-up for the lower part of the lungs. And so very aware of your vertical axis again. And just turning around it like so. Nothing too much, just a very gentle turning. And then gradually you'll feel that your arms take on the momentum and swing them a little bit more so they start to touch the lower rib cage. So they're landing here. I'll just show you. As if you're hugging your lower rib cage or just above your waist. Now the sound vibration for the lungs in Oriental medicine, in this protocol anyway, is so S, 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 S. And you may want to make that sound as you turn and tap. Pushing the air out of the lower lobes of the lungs. So really giving them a good clean. Finally, we step forward with one foot, not too far, and wide, step wide. And then take the arms up in this gesture that I showed you at the beginning of the video. And you're in a Y shape, but your shoulders are relaxed, they stay down. And then you step back and you let the arms just come to a standstill of their own accord. Then we add the breath, so as you step forward, you follow your natural in-breath, no forcing, and when your natural in-breath has finished, then you let the natural out-breath occur until there's no air left in your lungs. Doing this very mindfully shifting the weight and the position. Here we go with the in-breath. And the colour vibration for the lungs is white. So imagining white clouds perhaps coming white flooding into the lungs in this image. And then stepping back and letting go of the gesture. Stepping forward, the gesture again. Inviting white into the lungs. Stepping back, and you could add on the out breath, which will likely make the out-breath a little longer. Use your own rhythm of breathing when you've learnt this. Then go in time with your natural rhythm of breath. No forcing. And again, do as many as you need to do. It's lovely to do this outside, particularly between the hours, the early hours, let's say. The early hours of the morning, it's great to do this when the air is settled and clear. And just to finish off with a lovely hold from Jinshin Jiu-Jitsu, the art of Jinshin. Take one hand to the back of the neck, Site 12 for those of you who know it. For those of you who don't, really it's just holding the mid-neck. And you can do it like this as well. And if you can't reach right round, just as near as you can, and put your mind in the back of your neck. And the other hand goes to the tailbone, the coccyx, very base of the spine there, and the two sides join up. So you could just feel that, feel a flow between the hands, or you might imagine a colour or a light flowing between them. And then change the hands, and really you can spend as long as you like doing this hold. Breath in the lower belly. Thank you.